Look at there. Look at all them slats. There we go. Welcome to the channel, and we've got a treat for you today. We got a limit of good 11 to 12 inch crappie, and we were able to do it all in about an hour and a half. You can see here that it's 12:14, and if you look at the end of the video, I think it's maybe 1:38 whenever we get finished. So was able to get on them really good today and had a great time. Before we go any further, I want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and hope that you are getting to spend it with your loved ones. We wanted to try to get this crappie video out to you because we knew a lot of people would be sitting on couches and waiting for food and different events. I wanted to make sure that you had some crappie fishing footage to watch during your Christmas break, and we sure do appreciate you coming here and watching it with us. I want to ask that if you enjoy this footage, go ahead and hit the like button and hit the subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything, and it really helps us. And leave a comment. Let us know if you got anything for Christmas that was crappie related or fishing related, or if you got to go fishing over the holiday break, you can leave a comment about that, and we appreciate it. So starting out, we've got video footage there where you can see kind of from behind me, and at about the 13-minute mark we actually switched to where we were the chesty, and we've got that on. So it kind of gives you a little two different perspectives and lets you see. And here we kind of fast forwarded through this as I was getting up closer to the pile. You could see just a second ago the bait going down, but I'm using monofilament. You can see the bait coming down through there, and it's harder to see, so I wanted to it has its advantages, it has its disadvantages. I've had one pole with monofilament on just because I could switch baits easier with it. You know, with the braid you have a leader, and eventually your leader gets short. With the monofilament you can just kind of keep switching, and it casts just maybe a hair easier, but I wouldn't really say it casts that much easier because we've got the Strike King braid on, and it casts really well. I really like it. But you can see the difference there. You can see that braid showing up. And I didn't really have my gain turned up as high as I probably could have. You can see as that bait's kind of moving through the water column there, and you can see pegged above it. If we missed him, yeah, I had a swing and a miss on that one. But I've got the 16th ounce weight pegged above, I believe it's a 1/32 ounce on this one. And on the other pole, I was throwing a 1/8 ounce head. It sunk a little bit faster. Actually had a lot more bites on the smaller profile bait today, but I was able to switch to that bigger profile bait and catch a lot of fish too. So it's good to, not all fish want to eat the exact same thing, so you try a couple different baits or sizes, and even with and it may have not been necessarily that they really wanted the one bait over the other. It may have been the way that it was falling with the different weights. That bait right there is falling. It's going through the water column a little bit slower than the 1/8 ounce bait is. And this here's just some structure. There's not a whole lot of it, and most of the fish are kind of down under it. You can see there the two dots coming down at 30 feet, and where you kind of lose them, that's in the arc. This depth is probably right at 19-20 feet. So once you get into that 19-20 feet area, you and which that's still 30, but you kind of have a little bit of a shadow, and that's on all the live scopes. It's not just mine or yours, it's all of them. You see how that fish there, he come a long ways to eat that bait, and choked it. We were able to, didn't have any today get off. We were, I think we fished real clean. Oh, we might have had one whenever we were straight pulling, but they definitely wanted it casting a lot more today than they did the straight pole. I got it out, and I think I have one clip where I did finally catch a fish on my 16-footer. But you'll get to see the fish's reaction. It's very interesting, and that's towards the end of this video. But it wasn't real windy, but there was just enough wind that a lot of times it wanted to just kind of push the boat side to side. It wasn't constantly coming in one direction. So I would find myself, I'd find the structure and the fish that I wanted to cast to, and I could a lot of times make that cast. But then before I could get the bait to it, and there was actually a fish there, it nibbled on it, and I didn't set the hook. But see, it was a long ways off. But today, I didn't, and you'll see in these videos or in these clips, a lot of times I didn't have visual confirmation of my bait. I just was using the Livescope as a tool to know that I was getting close to the fish. And then the way they were biting today, it was wonderful. You could, sometimes they would hit it, but a lot of times you just feel a little pressure. Like this one right here, he kind of sits up on it, and you could just feel that pressure. And in the where I have the chest clip on, you can watch the rod tip, and a lot of times you'll see it just barely bounce. But I'm using a Wally Marshall Signature Classic series, and these are new rods. They just did come out in November, I think, was whenever they first came out. I mean, they've been talking about them for a while, but where you could actually purchase them, I believe, was November. It may have been December. We may not got them until December. I'm not for sure. But I'm really excited about this lineup, and I've got to use it for a few weeks now. Used them, I believe it was on green. We did take it down. We did take them to Dale, which we just had the 7.6 when we went to Dale. But then I got to use the 7-footer, the 7.6, and the, I don't know, we'll have to look for your new cards here in a minute, buddy. But like I was saying, the 7.6 and the 16-footer, I got to use those, and they're very sensitive. You can almost feel the fish breathe on them, which is an exaggeration. I mean, the fish are pulling water through their gills, but you can, I mean, just as soon as they, a lot of times you may not even, because a lot of times they'll just bite it and they'll come up with it, so you're not really feeling tension. You just feel the difference of, now you don't feel the 1/8 ounce weight or the 1/32 ounce weight. So very sensitive. They have great action. I like the action on these rods actually better than some of their other rods. They a little bit more parabolic than some of their other rods, and I really like the way they load up. They're soft enough that you're able to run the jig through these brush piles without just setting the hook. And a lot of times you can, if you're around a limb or something, you can be real subtle with it and get it to pop off. But enjoy these videos, and I may bounce on here, may not, we'll just see. But thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the water. there. Finagled him out of there. We're just gonna count it down. Let's see if it'll show up. We should be close. And then we just ease it back in there. Alright, we're gonna come up a little bit. I seen it just for a second. We're a little high. Here comes, there you go. See it? Oh yeah, they're fighting. Yeah, that's a good one. Another good one. So even though I've used the Livescope to locate them, and I don't have to see it at all times to catch them. I just got it spot locked here. I make the cast, I know about where it is, and then I can get that bait close, and when it swings around, I use it to see if I'm too high or too low. And I can just make the adjustments as I go, but I'm still fishing. There we go. That's pretty good. So I let it swing around to where I can see it. I know it's going to be like right in front of me. I make the cast probably a little too far. There it is. Just going to kind of watch. There it is, it's down low. You might catch one of them fish that's lower. Now our trolling motor seems to be doing a whole bunch of different stuff. But we're just gonna slow reel it in. Yeah, we're way out of the zone now. It's here, I'm just gonna unspot lock it. There goes a big fish. See them, they're all kind of, that big fish come through, it looks like it pushed them a little bit lower. Let's see if we can get, there we go, we pitched it right on them that time. Go ahead and flip that bail. He touched it. You can see our line coming in there. See, we're right down there. There we go. Look at him fight. They're in a good mood today. There we go. Just hit that spot lock button, hold us here close. We'll take him off. And he looks like one of the smaller ones that we've caught. But look at that. They could be 10 inches. He's solid 11. See here, let's just. Let's just start bringing it back through them. We got him that time. Look at that. Big chunky fish. Oh, he. Look at that one. Oh yeah, a little better fish. Get some of them littler ones out of the way. Look at that, nice healthy fish. Look in there. Getting us a nice little mess of fish right there. GoPro, stop. Look at him. Look at him fight. Yeah, buddy. Oh boy, he wasn't coming undone. There we go. Catching them on the new Wally Marshall Classic Signature Series. And this is a 7.5 foot rod. Look at that. Look at that. Another good one. They put a woven on my bait. Might get another one. That is the Wally Marshall Classic Signature Series. That's a 7-footer using a slab slinger. Good 11-inch fish to finish us off. That's 20. See him in there? Good mess of fish. There we go. Took us a little bit. We finally long-bowled one out. Pretty good fish too. And that is the Wally Marshall Classic Signature Series. That's a 16-footer. got him. Pretty good fish. Oh yeah. Look at that. A good to end the day on. Yeah, buddy. I tell you, I tried some of these Lews Wally Marshall crappie rods. You're missing out. I've tried a lot of rods. These are top-notch rods. I really do like them. GoPro, stop capture.